Alright, so now we're done playing here. Now we're really going to do this equations from an actual graph. Seriously, I've been waiting for this moment. And I'm sure in the building, I would have told you where all this, how we got these waves and whatnot. But sine and cosine graphs are special because it has, there. Why is this like this? Because they always repeat. It has pattern. It's just like circle, right? Circle goes round and round and round. Sine and cosine graph, there's a period, which is one full cycle, and after that, just repeats, and just repeats. Think about it. How many things in everyday life do you know it just kind of repeats over and over? 24 hours in a day. After we go 24 hours, it repeats. 365 days in a year. Like after the whole year, it just kind of repeats, right? So you will actually find a lot of real life applications using sine and cosine. But for us, what we are doing is we're given a graph. This is the basic. This is the parent function. This is how sine x graph looks like without any things attached to it. You know, I like this, like plain and simple. What's so special about this? So first of all, 0 to 2 pi, that's one period. One full cycle, 0 to 2 pi, and after that, it kind of repeats. Like 0 to 2 pi, right? And then repeats, 0 to 2 pi. Amplitude, it'll be just 1. From the middle to the top, 1. When you are trying to write equation from a graph, this middle line is really important. So make sure you draw the middle line first. See, for me, for key point for sine is the origin. See? So once you draw the middle line, right here, middle line, then sine graph starts up and then hits the maximum point and goes down to the lowest point, then it goes up again. But then once it hits right here, it's gonna repeat again. So when you're writing the equation, you're gonna see how that origin point moved. Did it go up? Did it go down? Did it move to the left? Did it move to the right? So that's gonna be a key point. For cosine, it's going to be same, like the middle is right here, right? Also has an amplitude of 1. From middle line to the highest point, it's gonna be 1. Now, take a look. Doesn't it look like a bowl, like a U shape? And then it just repeats. So U shape, then U shape. But what about if we look at it from here to here? Doesn't this look just like this? Right? See? Phase shift. Sine and cosine is really the same graph. It just things have shifted. Which, do you get the whole joke now in the beginning, in the cover page? Obsession with difference between sine and cosine? There's no difference. It's just a phase. That's what the cartoon is about. So when you're doing cosine graph, do you see? I find it easier because I can always find the maximum point and going down. That's cosine. So you find the maximum, going down is cosine. For sine, you find the middle and then see where it goes up. That's the difference between the two that you have to look out for. So let's take a look at the actual examples. Boy. There are so much going on. But at least we're going to keep one thing consistent for you guys. This here is going to be this period. Every single graph that we're going to give it to you have a period of 2 pi. Because when you have a period of 2 pi, b is going to be 2 pi divided by period, right? So our b is going to be 2 pi over 2 pi, which is 1. So you don't have to worry about b when you're trying to write equation. You have to find a, amplitude, shift, left, right, up, down, but that's it for this to figure out the equations. B is gonna be 1. So just by looking at this, can you tell exactly where middle is? Some people can see it, like some people might have a really good eye estimation. If you are not good, especially this is hard to tell. Like, is it at 3? Is it at 3.5? Is it 4? Hard to tell, right? So in that case, you can always do this. Look for the tallest, 7.5, and the lowest, negative 1.5, you need to see how many is in between here. Now, you can count like go boxes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow. From the lowest to the highest, it's 18 away. Now, that because it's going up by half, it'll be like 9 units away. So half of that would be 4.5. So you could do it that way. So it'll be 4.5 and then look find it that way. Or if you want to use a calculator, it would be like this. Okay, here's 7.5. What is the difference between 7.5 and negative 1.5? 9. And remember, it was like 18, which is 9, because everything is going up by half. So 4.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Oof. The middle line is actually at 3. When you're writing equation, please indicate the middle line first. That's like the first thing you should do. Now, once you have the middle line, then you can find the amplitude easily. Amplitude is from the middle to the top, which is 4. What is it? Is it 3.5 or 4.5? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, right? 4.5. If you want to say 9/2, that's fine too. Now, vertical shift. Now, vertical shift is all about, okay, instead of right here, like which is where I want this graph to be in the middle of the line, how much did it go? I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Instead of origin right here. This origin is where I want the graphs to start, but how much did it go up or down? Like, so from the origin, think about like from the axis. From the x-axis, where is the middle line? Middle line is at 3 right now, right? So that means it went up 3. Okay, up 3. So amplitude is from the middle to the max. Vertical shift is from the x-axis to the middle line. Phase shift for sine. Now, yeah, this is a little tricky because we're throwing sine and cosine at the same time. Sine is from the middle and you're looking for up. You see, like the middle and up. This actually did not move left or right. It just stayed the same because middle starts at right in the y-axis right there. So actually there was no phase shift. So for equation it would be like this. Y equals amplitude 9/2 sine. Because b is 1, you don't need that extra parentheses. It'll be just like that. Phase shift left to right, none, so there's nothing. And then it went up 3. So that would be my sine equation. For cosine, you have to find the tallest point, the maximum point, and then going down. Maximum point, going down. So for a shift for cosine, you could think this is shifted instead of middle, like things move to the left like this, or things move to the right. You don't have to write both. So you just have to pick which one. I'm gonna just pick the right one here. Or maybe I'll always move to the right. That way I don't have to think about the opposite sign. So it actually moved to the right. How much to the right? Pi/2. Right? Pi/2. So then when I write equation, it'd be y equals amplitude 9/2 cosine to the right means subtract pi/2 up 3 up 3. There. Pause and think. Then move on. Let me do B. Okay, where is the middle? I feel like I don't need to count this. I can kind of see where middle is this time. Ta-da! Amplitude from middle to the maximum point, 1. Vertical shift. Vertical shift is from the x-axis to the middle line. Whoa, it went up 6. So up 6. Phase shift for sine. So phase shift, you go to the middle line and see, like you see how middle it goes up right there. You find the point on the middle line, goes up right there. Now, no, you don't pick this because from here, look at it, it goes down. Sine goes up first. So this or this. You don't have to tell me both. I'm gonna go with the right point, okay? So how much did it move? Instead of being in the middle at the origin, it moved to the right 2 pi over 3. Right, 2 pi over 3. So my equation would be like y equals amplitude 1 sine, right means subtract, 2 pi over 3, up 6 means plus 6. That's the sine. Cosine. Cosine. You go to the maximum point and down. You go to the maximum point and down. So you could do either points. I'm going to pick the right point. So it moved to the right 7 pi over 6. So y equals amplitude is 1. Cosine of x to the right means subtract. 7 pi over 6. Up 6 means plus 6. See, you don't have to give me the other one, but if you were to say, hey, I feel like my graph moved to the left 5 pi over 6, that's fine too. You can just, do the plus 5 pi over 6. I'm sorry, the letters are super tiny, hard to read. Oh my gosh, I want to do one more before you turn off the camera or before you stop watching the video. Middle. Man, this is kind of hard. Okay, 5 and negative 9. Oh boy. So I see 5 at the maximum, right? 5. And the lowest I see negative 9. So the difference between that is 5 minus negative 9. 14. Okay, now I know I have to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 2 is where middle line is. Negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. Right? Amplitude. The middle to the top. It's 7. 7. That's the amplitude. Vertical shift. That's from the origin or the x-axis to the middle line. Down 2. Cool? Spaceship for sine. So sine, you find the point in the middle line that start going up. So find the middle line that start going up. So either this or that. I'm going to go for the right. I'm going to put right pi over 3. Right? Because it says pi over 3 right there. So it'll be y equals amplitude sine. Right means subtract. Down means subtract. Good? Alright. Cosine. Tallest maximum point and go down. So what is this? 5 pi over 6. So it'll be right 5 pi over 6. So equation would be like y equals amplitude, that's 7. Cosine, right means subtract. Down means subtract. Woo, I'm sorry. When it comes down to the end of the video, I always write like terribly. So I hope you understand. See you tomorrow.